Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, PanPages for Mr. Song, Mr. Fong, for inviting me here. I'm glad to be in KL again, as our beautiful MC explained. I just arrived not too long ago. Able to catch the last panel discussion was good, and it's glad to meet Matt again. The last time we met was in Shanghai, in other seminars, so we too travel a lot. Glad to be here today to talk to you about Alibaba. We are not as renowned as Google. We are more focused on the B2B segment of the e-commerce business. So let me take some time to have a quick introduction of our company. Okay. Well, first introduce myself. My name is Timothy Leung. I'm the head of the global business development for Alibaba. And this is Jack, our founder. He's the one, of course, started our company. That was 15 years ago. It's like many of our peers panel speakers was talking about, like years ago, we don't know much about internet. Jack went to the United States at that time, 15 years ago, and he was surprised to be able to reach to something called the internet. The first thing he do a search. Unfortunately, the search he wanted to find is a Chinese beer. He's a beer lover, and he wanted to see if he can find the Chinese beer on the internet. Nothing, zero result. And that's what he sparked his ideas. Wouldn't it be great if we can bring all the Chinese suppliers on the internet? And then it started a mission. When he stated a mission, actually it's grander than his original idea. We want to make doing business easy for everyone. When we say everyone, that means all the SME around the world. Not including the big guys. The big guy doesn't need us. We want to focus on the SMEs. And that's how we started our company 15 years ago, and we still commit to our mission today. Just before I come up here, I did the same thing that Jack did 15 years ago. I did a search for Malaysian beer on Alibaba.com and see what's the result. Unfortunately, I have 234 search results for my search. So Malaysian beer and all the other beer-related product is well represented on our platform. That's just how we started. And 15 years has passed. So what has become of the initial spark of ideas from Jack of building a website to represent all the SME manufacturers around the world? 15 years later, now we have built an e-commerce ecosystem. Now we cover all the B2B segment with Alibaba.com. We have the domestic Chinese site and also the English site covering 240-something countries around the world. And then we also have the B2C segment. Some of you may know that we have a B2C website in China called Taobao, and also a website called Tmall in China. And to facilitate all these businesses, we also built our online payment gateway called Alipay. And then, of course, we expand to different part of the business. But all this, all related back to our original mission of making doing business easy for everyone on the internet platform. This is what Alibaba is today, and this is how we want to work with you today. And how about Alibaba in Malaysia? Our flagship product, Alibaba.com, which is the English international trade site, which is also our first internet product, has been around for many years. And in Malaysia, we see that the latest figures that we have is we have over 900,000 Malaysian users registered on our platform. Some of you doesn't register and use it, that's fine. But there we have about over 900,000 users in Malaysia, which is, of course, a good thing to us. Not only we have that great number, the growth has been steady. We're expecting continuous growth in Malaysia, and we're happy to see that many of you know about us and also has been able to use our platform to benefit your business. That's what I'm talking about today, how we together can use the Alibaba platform to further your business potential. Let's take back a little bit. Okay. Let's also let me show you a video. Can the IT colleagues can help us play the video?
在地球上，人类每一秒都在踏进未来，现实成为历史，梦想变成现实。对未来的向往，让人类从未停止探索的脚步，当然，也从未停止对未来的预言。
老板，这个拿货多少钱呢？我是拿一批的。
主要你看啊，这个特别适合这一季我们青年人穿的那一种，我觉得特别。哎，你干什么呀你？这我先看好的，你干嘛呀？哎，你别抢好不好？这我先看好的，你给我。不抢。
阿里巴巴语音助理，今天你有2个预约，早上10点与合作伙伴开会，晚上7点参加阿里巴巴20周年的网上大会。您好，系统收到一条新的订单消息，属性紧急。
请显示订单消息。大家好，刚才接到一个紧急的婚纱订单，时间和面料呢是最主要问题，详情呢我已经发给大家了。现在我需要跟大家讨论一下怎么合作拿下这个单子。
我正好有一批意大利的真丝面料在中国境内，放心吧，我会全力支持你。
时间期限可以保证。
还有问题吗？
这也没问题。
好，大家一起加油。请帮我接通2019号订单客户的视频电话。
嗨，你好。
How are you doing?
你好，我们看了你的需求信息了，我想啊，我们可以满足您的要求。We can do it for you.
Oh my God, you guys are really doing me a big favor.
你们真是帮大忙了。
放心吧，我们保证啊，及时送到。
We may be a little bit aggressive. This is how we see the world into year 2019. That's how we want to bring the world to our SME around the world, so that you can do business a lot easier and faster and more comfortable. Rather than in the beginning, the lady has to rush through the market to grab the product she wants. So, okay, maybe we can go back to the PowerPoint. Oops. Let's see. Okay, here we go. The world's changing. The world's different today. there's a lot of potential for all of us here. Of course, in the past, China has been very special, taking advantage of its position. We're able to become the manufacturers of the world. Today, the world has changed. China, we see there's a lot of opportunities that China cannot take full advantage. On our platform, we have seen that many buyers are looking at the other countries in Malaysia. We have seen Mr. Yao was saying he cannot take many more orders because of his capacity is full. We see that happening around the world. There are many demand coming from the other part of the world and coming to countries like Malaysia, Vietnam, all these countries. And that's why we're here today. We want to let you know the opportunities out there, and we want you to be able to take full advantage of it. And how to do it? As our panel guest has been talking about, the world is big. When you try on the internet, you see something that you might not expect in your old way of doing business. On the traditional platform, where you're doing business offline, there's a limitation of space. How big is your shop? How many products you can display? There's a limitation of time. You can work very hard and you work 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day. You still have to sleep, right? So there's a limitation of time. Who can you talk to? And then there's many limitations. But we get on the internet, we break all these barriers. On Alibaba, as a Gold members, you can display a limited number of products online. It's really, no matter how many products you have or how many designs you have, you can put it online. Our customer will find you 24 hours every day. We have members coming from 240 countries. They're coming from all different time zones. When we talk to our members in different parts of the world, no matter in Turkey, when I travel to Korea, they always told me that they receive orders from part of the world that they don't even realize they have customers. And we heard the same thing from our panel guests today. When you put your product out there, you break the barrier. You're able to reach the world. Buyer can see your product. So we break many barriers by coming on the internet. And that's what we urge you to do, to take advantage of it. And the world's different. In the past, you have to fight your chance to showcase your product. That's still true on the internet. You want to showcase your product. That's why I said you should upload more products on the platform. We have a unlimited number of space for you to upload your product so that buyers can find you. But then you also do it the other way, more proactively looking for buyers. On Alibaba.com, we have many RFQ being posted by buyer on the platform today. You are in the B2B segment, you know, RFQ is request for quotation. The buyer want to buy now. In the slide here, we have seen a buyer want to buy rice. He posted the RFQ 3 days ago in this example. First day, he received, I think, 19 replies from suppliers. Second day, he replied to about 10 of them. And then the second day, already reached out to talk to our suppliers already. That is the lesson being taught by our panel guests earlier. In the internet world, we have to act fast. We have done Alibaba, we have done researches before, talking to buyers around the world. We want to know our buyers. And they told us how they feel and how they do their work on the internet. And today, if they send out an inquiry on the internet, they expect to have replies within a single day. The second day, if you reply, you already lose the opportunity. The third day they reply, they won't even look at you. Because they already collect a lot of interest already. They're in the process of filtering and finding the right suppliers. They're also under a lot of pressure today. We all know doing business today is not easy, it's challenging. We as suppliers, we understand our difficulty. Even the buyer also had the challenges. They buy something, eventually they have to sell also. They're also sellers. So they have to update their design. That's why the order is getting smaller and smaller today, because they have to act fast. They have to try out different designs. So they have less time to produce the quantity they can sell offline. That's what and that pressure eventually shift to us as suppliers, no matter you're manufacturers or trading companies. We have to act fast. That is what we heard from buyers around the world. So we have to act fast on the internet. And on Alibaba, we have this platform for you. We call it AliSource Pro. That lets you to go on the platform and search for the RFQ. If you're a supplier of certain product, be it a furniture, a clean room, you might see RFQ on the internet, and you can go and search and reply to the buyers directly. This is something that we try to fit into the new mode of sourcing by buyers around the world. In the past, they do search, and then they find too many results. Nowadays, they also use the other way around. They post RFQ and want you to come to them, save them a lot of time. Then we have to work hard to capture those opportunities. And we all talked about data earlier. There's so much data available to us. We heard about big data, that's related development in technology, and we all thought it was only the large corporation can take advantage of big data, because we don't have the computing power, we don't have the supercomputers, all this thing to work on big data, which is not true, because we give you that tools to use big data. On Alibaba.com, we have tens of millions of members on the website. Every day, the behavior they search means something to you. And we put that into your fingertips. As a member, Gold members on Alibaba.com, we give you something called BizTrend, that you can do research on every single product you put on our platform. You can compare your different products and see the result. You can even compare to the members on the whole platform, the 40 million or tens of millions of members on a platform that may be selling the same products as you are. Are you better than the average? Are you lower than the average? Are you comparable to the top 10 suppliers of these categories? You can all see that on our website, real time. So it's like free market research. You can change your product description and see what's the result. That's big data. That's millions and millions of buying information for you to see. And we give you the tool so that you can easily understand them. What makes them special? We can even showcase who are the best in these categories of suppliers. You can check them out and see how are you compared to them. This is big data in your fingertips. You don't need to invest in it. We invest and we give you the benefit. That's what Alibaba do. That's what we think can help you to capture the business online. Alibaba, we focus on B2B. Today, as I said, we have 200 members from 240 countries, millions and millions of members. We want you to be able to reach them. And we heard the panel guest, or maybe we have some sharing on the floor about how we take advantage of the internet. We heard Matt talk about how people can use the internet. It's easy to come to conclusion, yes, that's something we do, we should do, and we should do it. But on Alibaba, we have also seen members, some members having a lot of success. But they're members, they try, and doesn't seem to be able to generate the success that they want to have. Why? I want to give you some takeaway today, how to differentiate why someone is having success. Some of them is being shared by our panel guests, but I want to highlight it so that you take good note of it. Well, they all come up all together, so it's okay. First, to be active. I have seen members in different parts of the world, different culture, different countries, that they jump into the internet platform. They become a member of Alibaba. They open their account, and then nothing happened. Nothing happened, I means they haven't posted any product. They haven't built their company profile. They don't have people to read the inquiries. And they don't have any good result. At the end of 1 year, they come to us and talk to say, I don't get anything from you, Alibaba. What happened? And we check and say, but you haven't done anything. It's like what? If I make an analogy to the offline world, it's like we give you a shop in a shopping mall, Sunway Plaza. A lot of people walking around. You have an empty shop. You have no products there on the shelf. There's no people. There's no shopkeepers, no staff to talk to the customers. Of course, nothing happened. We have to be active on the internet. That is the cool that our panelcast has talked about. It's not that simple. It's actually quite simple, but then there's some basic things that we have to do well. We have to be active. As a boss or leader of a company, you make a decision and you want to venture into the internet. But you have to assign the staff to do the work. You won't have an empty shop in a shopping mall. The same thing. You have to assign a staff to reply to inquiry. We have talked to our members who have inquiries stuck in their mailbox. No one responds to it. How could you get any result if that's the way you want to build your business? This is no joke. We have members paying us thousands of US dollars year after year. They're still doing the same thing. That's why with PanPages, we try to do a lot of education to our members, as you have to do the work. We have done our job. We, Alibaba, we go out, we build a platform, we spend a lot of money and time, go around the world to attract buyers on our platform. We have so many inquiries. We have a lot of complaints from buyers saying that they don't have response from suppliers. We say, what? How could that be? That's money in the bank no one wants to take. How could that happen? That is exactly what happened. I'm sure all of our panel guests today, they're successful because they put in the effort and time. It's not because they're lucky. I heard members say that because they have good product, good pricing, good service. That's fundamental of doing business, no matter it's on the internet or not. But when you get on the internet, you have to be active too, be responsive. That is very important. Post more product so that you get the exposure that you deserve. Reply to inquiry. Go to get the RFQ so that you can grab the opportunity you pay for. That is very important. That's point number one. Point number one is to be creative. Internet is a big world. It's good that we have members from over 240 countries on the platform to be there, because we attract a lot of buyers, and we do have a lot of buyers to come. But when they come, you want to showcase yourself. You want to be outstanding compared to your competitors. Don't be shy. Like our panel guest, initially he doesn't believe in showing all the product information, all the design, all the price on the internet, because they didn't want the competitor to see it. But the world doesn't work like that anymore. You have to embrace this world. When we try to do business on the internet world, we follow the rule of the internet world. The rule of the internet world is be open, be brave. If your design is not good enough, improve on your design. If you shy away, you get nothing. But if you believe in yourself and you believe you have a place on the internet because of your price performance of your product, trust yourself, showcase it, let people see it. Maybe your competitor, but a lot of times it's buyers. We have buyers. We have buyers want to buy from actually non-Chinese suppliers. Of course, we have Chinese suppliers on the internet, but we keep hearing from buyers that we want to find more non-Chinese suppliers on the platform because they want to see something different. Malaysia, we know that you have something different to sell. We have seen our successful members on our platform getting very good results. So we know that no matter it's food and beverages product, it could be furniture, it could be apparel, handicraft, machineries, Of course, you have your strength in rubber products and all this. They want to buy from you. You have to let them know you are here and make your product stand out. The last part, be more analytical. We have the technology for you to use today. We have the report. We have the analysis. We have the comparison. It's like market research. It's all for you to use. This is the big data era. All your competitors are using it. You have to use it. And it's easy to use. There are people who join our platform just because they want to see the market research. It could easily cost thousands of dollars if you try to hire a professional market research company to do that for you. We give that to you. But you have to use it. And I'm sure if you use it well, you get the opportunities. You know how to outstand yourself, like I said earlier. So that's available for you on our platform. And I'm sure if you do all this with your good products, and you will have a good result on the platform. We want more success story on our platform. We're happy to see this over 1,300 guests we are meeting today. No matter what, we want to see you to try it. If you haven't tried to do, we all use the internet every day. We're not afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. We use email, we use Facebook, chatting, everything. But are we using this technology, the power that we have been using as a consumer, are we using that for our business? We need to use that for our business. This is for our growth or for our survival. We have to do this. And I urge you to do this. And with all this, I wish you the best of luck. I think we could all be successful on the internet. And we'll meet you on Alibaba.com.